To all of you full-time travelers out there, do not neglect your health care. Don't do it. We're going to talk about options, things that we've done, mistakes have been made.
What? I don't make mistakes.
So stay tuned.
Hey everybody, welcome back to No Ordinary Path. I am John, this is my lovely wife Kristen, and we are here today behind our green screen because I'm filming some other stuff for Atlas. It's been fun, and I have all the setup here and I didn't feel like taking it down, so we're going green.
Or I might be able to pop something back there, we'll see.
There we go. I like that one. That was a good one.
Good.
We've traveled all over the United States for the last 5 years in 2 various different RVs, and we are currently back in Phoenix. We have a home here. We've been living this hybrid life right now, but we are currently back in the house and enjoying all the amenities that come with it during the warm, late spring months of Arizona weather.
We all know that healthcare is incredibly important. Obviously, I'm married to a healthcare professional, which I think actually sometimes makes it more easy for us to neglect it because we're like,
so true.
Oh, he can just do everything. We don't need to see a doctor.
And he doesn't do it for himself. And it's really just ridiculous.
Right. And it's especially important when you're on the road to not neglect your preventative care, which is something that's very easy to do if you're traveling and it's kind of the last thought on your mind. It's on the back burner. There's a couple of really important things. We're going to talk about 3 of them. Mm-hmm. Exercising, getting good sleep, and also a whole slew of preventative care appointments that may be covered by insurance or a Healthshare. And I know a lot of you are wondering about that. So we are going to get to that in just a minute.
In terms of like trying to be healthy as we've been on the road, one of the things that we've done is, especially when we come back here into the Phoenix area, is we always sign up for a gym when we're at an on contract. We've had a couple of different places that we've done this at. In Phoenix, it's always Lifetime Fitness. In Reno, we had a climbing gym that we remember.
The YMCA in Washington.
That's right, yeah. So signing up for these gyms is really nice because it works in a couple of ways for us. When we're out boondocking, it's fantastic because the gym is the shower.
Yeah.
Also, obvious reasons, it's a gym, right? You go there, you work out, you can get on the different various equipment and that kind of stuff, and it makes you feel so much better.
If you're full-time travelers, you're probably more adventurous just naturally, and you might be getting outside and exercising, and that is awesome. The thing that the gym offers, though, is time alone, where you can drop the kids off, and you get that mental space also. And that's what I really love about the gym and the group exercise classes. I just really enjoy that and enjoy being with other adults.
I mean, it just plays into so much physical and mental health for everybody.
A lot of people do Planet Fitness.
Oh yeah, we have got some really, really good friends that use Planet Fitness. They are all over the place. One of the other things that often gets neglected is sleep, and that is why I was so happy when we partnered with Brooklyn Bedding. The overall quality of sleep is so important to your health, and there have been so many studies and statistics on this. When you think about it in the simplest terms, what always gets me is when you consider how much time you actually spend on the mattress. And I don't know if you guys are like us, but spend a lot of time on the mattress. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, Brooklyn Bedding has been a fantastic partner. We totally outfitted the entire Dorothy, our 5th wheel toy hauler, and then we've even got a king size bed in the house here. We liked it so much. Yeah. They're amazing products. They have a 120-night sleep guarantee, so you can check out the mattress, and if you don't like it, you can work with them on replacing it with either a different one or maybe a different firmness level. They have all sorts of different sizes, both for the home and for the RV. They're made right here in Phoenix. We had a blast touring their facility where they do everything in-house.
It's getting a lot warmer here in the valley, in the Phoenix area. And so if you're in a warmer climate and you want a cooling mattress pad, they have some new ones that we're going to be checking out here pretty soon. It's the same technology that's on the top of our mattress that's here in the house.
Yes, the Aurora Lux.
Yes, but it'll be really nice to put on our king-size mattress inside Dorothy to have that same cooling effect.
Right, yes, and it's a nice mattress cover to protect it too.
The coolest part is do you like that pun?
I like that.
Do you like that pun? Okay, you get 25% off when you use our discount code NOOrdinary Path.
They recently upped our discount code, so now it's even better. Yeah, so
now it's even cooler.
What is it one more time? Oh my goodness gracious. I wish you were. cooler.
Cool. Use our link in the description, and then it's No Ordinary Path as the discount code.
There you go. All right. Gym memberships, quality sleep, and going to the doctor for like routine exams, eye appointments, things like that, they all fall under the same umbrella that in healthcare we call preventative care. All right, if you've been with us for a while, or if you're new, just know that for like the majority of the time that we've been traveling for the last 5 years as a family, we've had something called a Healthshare. It was an alternative to traditional health insurance that we kind of got into initially because of the cost savings more than anything else. We made a whole video all about it and how it worked for us and for our family, and did we ever use it a single time?
No.
Not a single time.
We did not.
Which was good when you think of it like that. That was good that we didn't ever have to use it. Because frankly, the way in which it worked is it's kind of more like a disaster insurance versus like an actual health insurance. We did have a few ER visits that weren't covered because they didn't cost enough to cover it.
Yeah.
I think it's still a good option for some people in certain circumstances. But for us, as it continued to get more and more expensive, it was really kind of hard because traditional insurance over here is starting to look a lot more attractive because the price has always been higher, but now the Healthshare price is kind of up here too.
The downside is that because it's really more for like an emergency type of thing, it didn't cover any doctor's appointments, which meant that we forewent a lot of doctor's appointments.
Part of it was just because like you're in a different place all over the time, you know, like we're on one side of the country one year and another side another year.
Yeah.
And that plays into this role. So
yeah, I feel like this is like confession time, because
confessions of the ICU nurse who doesn't take his family to the doctor for any reason unless their arm is cut off.
Right?
You know, like,
are you bleeding?
Yeah,
that's your bone sticking out. No, we're not going.
And you're fine. Spit on it. We talked about the Healthshare. Let's talk about real insurance. The current situation, we actually have insurance through the hospital right now. For travel nurses, you can get the insurance that you have with your travel agency, but as soon as you're done, your contract is over, that insurance drops immediately and it doesn't start back up again until you start another contract. The marketplace has a few different options. Not all of them are that good, but they're there. I also encourage you to maybe shop outside of the marketplace. And there's one particular group that had reached out to me quite a long time ago. And we actually had did like a video shout out with them and stuff. But that's Voyagers Insurance Group. And what they are essentially is a brokerage for different insurance companies. The guy that I talked to at Voyagers Insurance Group, his name is Jason, and he's actually the co-founder and director. He is fantastic. And what Jason would say is that the advantage of going with them as a company is they actually have access to other insurances and plans that are not available on the marketplace. So you might be surprised at the kind of plan that he can put together for you when you're shopping around that might not be as expensive as you think. In fact, he beat the marketplace out with some pretty solid plans.
We are not sponsored. This is not a sponsored thing.
Yeah.
We just really think that he's got a really great product. So if you do talk to Jason, just let him know that we sent you. I do want to talk about the $10,000+ that we would have spent in all of our preventative care if we didn't have real insurance this year in 2023.
Okay. Yeah. So when we picked up this plan, this new plan that we're on currently, then it was like, hey, look, we have these benefits. We might as well use them. Let's start scheduling everything.
Yeah.
Kids' doctor's visits. Let's get the kids caught up on immunizations. Let's go visit the eye doctor. Let's all go see the dentist. Let's do all of these things. And we did.
And then we had specialty visits,
Yeah.
like a women's appointment, and then we had a dermatologist appointment, and just all of these things that we needed to get caught up on that we haven't done in a while. We had cavities, we had crowns, we had a tooth that had to get extracted. We do not recommend putting off your dental work.
Right.
My
absolutely.
Sister would be mortified if she knew how little we had
well,
seen
we
the
also
dentist.
we also had some pretty significant scares too.
Yes,
in the short period of time that we've been back at Phoenix, it's been kind of amazing. On Super Bowl Sunday, that was also Ethan's birthday, and one of the things that they wanted to do was go to a jump park, and that's like a indoor trampoline park. So they've got all these trampolines everywhere, and Aaron decides to get fancy, and I don't know what exactly happened, but he ended up like face planting a wall.
He ate the wall.
Or the wall ate him.
We're not sure.
We're not
in the
sure
first
how it
5
happened,
minutes that we were there,
Yeah, it happened really quick, and it ended up with a concussion. There was maybe some brief loss of consciousness. He was definitely concussed, had all the symptoms, didn't know where he was at, lost time. I took him to the emergency department and we sat in there for 6 hours on Super Bowl Sunday, got a CAT scan. He's great. He's okay. We did ask him if it was okay if we shared this story. He said he was totally okay with it. That was scary. And then you had something too, right?
Yes, I had a cancer scare. We didn't really talk about it at the time because it was really unknown, but it was 6 weeks of not knowing any answers. I had a mass. I'm not going to really go into details. I had to have it biopsied and it came back benign, thank goodness, but might have been picked up or noticed a long time ago had I been going to regular appointments.
Yeah.
These are all things that we've been dealing with in the last couple of months alone.
Suffice to say, it's been quite the wild little ride since we've been back here. But for grins, I decided to take all of those bills and everything and all the claims and showed what everything paid and kind of take a look and see, with all of that being done, where would we be if we didn't have the insurance? And it's around $10,000, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Of course, when you have self-pay, there's negotiations and stuff that you can do to try to bring it down. But we're saying 10,000 is probably like the ballpark of where it would be.
We got new glasses.
Yeah. And for everybody that's going to worry about it, trust me, the teal ones are coming.
Yes.
She got some red ones to kind of mix it up a little bit.
These ones were included. The insurance covered a pair, but they didn't have a teal pair, so I went with red, and I actually really like the red, but I don't want to get rid of my teal glasses, so we'll be ordering those that are not covered, but I have to have teal, so they're coming. The collective
internet would just freak out about it.
The moral of the story is do not neglect your preventative care. If you choose to do a health share, that's awesome, but make sure you have like a sum of money set aside so where you can go get those appointments done and actually go do them. For me, having the insurance right now actually gives me more peace of mind than the health share did because I'm covered for anything that comes up.
Yep.
And I know it's going to be different for each family. And going forward, I think we're going to keep insurance and not go back to the health share for a little while, whether it's with the hospital or possibly with Voyagers insurance group. But I think we're done with health shares for now.
Yeah. Anyway, we hope you guys found this all informative. We thank you for being here. Leave us some comments below. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Leave a thumbs up.
Yep. And let us know what you think in the comments.
That's right. And we'll see you out there.